coming in, that's for sure. It has been exciting to tune into our first round one bracket there. You see the score lines across the board as we get it adjusted and centered. Perfect. An exciting bit of action, and now I think everything is set and we are ready. Active rosters for today coming in from Quest Supernaturals is Toast, Wingman, Silverfire, Mark Dread, and Pickle Police. And over on Dead Logic, we have Furious Daddy, Sir Cookie Doob, Mo Master, Novius, and Roaster. And we are ready to go for round number one on our only map of this series, Subway.
So, and the only map we've cast so far, Subway and Subway again. So, interestingly, both Dead Logic and Quest Supernaturals won their first game 4-0. So these are two teams who've not lost a round yet. Let's see if they who manages to take that 5th point, so to speak.
Yeah, right. You're coming off of a couple of quick wins and a long bit of downtime for both of these teams. They've both been sort of lingering around, maybe playing in some pubs just to stay loose. But yeah, a good bit of time between their most recent match and now, and so we'll see who's sort of ready and the most warm. As Quest Supernatural seem to be going for a 3-2 split, 3 into the north, which is uncharacteristic.
And they didn't spawn north either, which is really interesting. They spawned south. Usually when a team spawns south, they go heavy south. In this case, I've not seen a team do this, I don't think ever, where they get a south spawn and then choose to do the heavy push on the north side.
Maybe if you had a shield in hand, I could see it being also a bit more of a practical approach, but Mo Master is waiting on this corner, ready for any sort of movement to come in through this north alleyway, and it's incredibly risky for where he is if they get too loud too early. So he could easily throw some nades and utility around the corner. Cookie finds 2, Mo Master with a trade.
Yeah, so the south completely wiped out. Quest Supernatural's down to 2 active players. So Cookie Noob's positioning in the south, cutting down south push completely.
Confirm comes in there from Mark. 1 kill coming through for Supernaturals officially, but they're now into that 2v4, and it's hard to approach down this lane. Granted, there's no real coverage here.
Yeah, but there's also no shield.
Right.
So, I mean, I can't see how Quest Supernatural is going to afford to push up this. We've not seen a massive collapse onto it, but we saw Cookie Noob and Roadster both in situations where they can easily shut this down, and then they've got 2 other teammates who can... Whoa, Novius is running a flank, I only just realized.
Oh yeah, you can see him now coming up the back of the stairs. Flashes and nades coming in. That's a good flash. That completely blinds them, buying Novius time to work his way up here. This is working out for Dead Logic so far. Novius is right here.
Wingman. So Cookie Noob making some noise for Novius to push up. I love this team play as a grenade comes out. It doesn't work out for Wingman. Sorry, for Novius. Wingman picks him up. The grenade sails over both their heads. They are rotating out away from this fight. So actually, what? So Cookie Noob scared them away.
The timing on that. They were trying to really delay the approach there, force them into the corner, and instead they just end up charging onto Novius, who's completely exposed on that stairwell, and
having just thrown a frag as well, so didn't even have his gun in his hand. I mean, that was terrible timing, and the exact opposite of what Dead Logic wanted to happen there. I think Sir Cookie was trying to create noise and suppression to allow Novius to actually just sneak up, and all it did was just kind of make them go, you know what, we're not going to go down this street anymore, let's turn around. Oh, look, there's a free kill.
I really like the split they're doing now, too. Mark's going to come in from the basement. He'll be able to enter in from these bottom stairs. He'll challenge the back end of the approach, although he doesn't seem to be going the right direction.
No, I'm very confused right now. Has he got lost? Because I feel like I'm lost.
Yeah. He had to have gotten lost.
So it's worth noting that Sir Cookie Noob was the south main, the south defender. Now he rotated north and was a guy putting down the suppression, means that the south approach is now completely open. There's still the spawn approach still has guards, but Wingman here now pushing up. So Cookie Noob has a line of sight onto him, but if Wingman can somehow dislodge Sir Cookie Noob, he's in a great position to take out Roaster and possibly Cap.
It's going to be a bang kill here too. Wingman finds one, and now Mark coming in from the back end. Is he going to catch the rotation from Furious. No, Furious stays diligent. He gets the kill. Roaster scoops up Wingman on objective, both going down, as I predicted, in the same moment. And Dead Logic hold on to a very close defensive round one.
Yeah, I mean, it opened up with 2 of Quest Supernaturals going down immediately. It looked like it was straight going into Dead Logic's corner, but yeah, Quest Supernaturals brought it to 2-2, and you know, if they were able to play off the momentum of that initial kill onto Sir Cookie Noob, he could have picked up Roaster as well, but unfortunately he didn't push forward after that shot, which gave Roaster the opportunity to lock down that line of sight. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, right. Solid bit of rotation there to set up. I mean, you're talking about Cookie Noobs rotating to the north. He got that kill. I mean, actually, he got picked up by Wingman. But he gets the information, I suppose, for that second defender to work off of. And so a risky maneuver there for sure. But an interesting bit of back and forth. And we have a disconnect on Dead Logic. Hopefully we can get that reconnected shortly and be right back into round 2. I don't know how this is going to go so far. You know, both teams seem ready. Oh, yeah.
I mean, looking back at the past season, Dead Logic have got more losses than Quest Supernaturals, but Dead Logic have been showing some massive gains in strength. Like, started off pretty weak. They had a 12-1 loss to Silent Purge. But then the rest of the games have been up and up and up. And then they a few weeks ago, they had a game against Boss Fight where it went down to match point on the last map. So they, you know, Boss Fight, number 3 in the world at the moment, Dead Logic, managing to push that team almost to the limit.
Yeah.
So Dead Logic, I definitely feel, have come in leaps and bounds. Quest Supernaturals, a brand new team. They've got, well, not brand new, they're new to this season. They've only got 4 games under the belt, 3 wins, 1 loss. So definitely a team to watch next season.
Yeah.
And let's see what they have to show here. I mean, their first game was a 4-0 NightFiree.
Yeah, you know, the Challenger Cup's a great way to sort of scout out what's going to be coming down the pipeline next season, what teams are looking good, what teams maybe perform better than expected. And yeah, so far, Quest Supernatural's doing well enough just to keep it close. See if they can hold on to this defensive round as we get into round number 2.
I thought the index was higher. The index is higher.
Now, Dead Logic got the same spawn as Quest Supernaturals had. What kind of split we're seeing? I'm only seeing 1 guy pushing aggressive south. So, okay, no. So they're doing a 3-2 split with 3 going south. Which, the more, not, you know, the kind of approach I would have expected. Where it looks like Novius and Sir Cookie Noob are probably going to push round to the Volk spawn kind of direction via the basement.
An interesting bit of drone work coming out here to scout out some positions. You can kind of check some tucked-in corner spots, maybe get a good idea of who's where in the actual objective defense. But this is an interesting setup. Look at how heavy they're favoring that north end. 2 defenders tucked in up there, and overall the approach is very lacking in coverage.
Oh my god, a team kill coming straight out as Toast picks up Silverfire. Oh no! Oh no, why?
I don't know where it is.
It's dark. The alleyways are dark and dangerous in the north, and if you don't have night vision or the appropriate trigger discipline, that can happen. And again, the coverage is so weak on objective. Dead Logic have picked the perfect side to approach from.
Absolutely. I mean, as the saying goes, you defend how you attack, and these guys are favoring like running back and forth in the north. And completely opening up that south, which kind of reveals how the last attack kind of went, where they definitely favored the north approach. And you can see here, Dead Logic making grounds with a 0-0 resistance in the south and in the west.
Drone finally gets shot down there by the likes of the defenders over objective, but not before information is gathered and they find out where a couple of folks are slotted. Interestingly enough, Sir Cookie Noob and Novius do seem a little bit far forward from the rest of this team. Furious, you know, Mo, Rove, all sort of hanging back still on that stairwell. Novius trying to signal to Furious that they're here. He didn't want to give out comm calls, and now he finally has. Furious is a risk. Oh my goodness. Watching that laser dial in on a friendly is always a concern, when, especially in these dark alleyways. And I've already seen one team kill from Quest Supernaturals. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for Dead Logic to find themselves down one as well, but that's not the case. And again, they continue their advance. It does seem like at least the defense is tucked in more around the objective.
One east of objective.
I think they've ID'd Mark. Comms coming in there, calling out his spot.
Well, I mean, Dead Logic have got... well, Supernaturals, Quest Supernaturals already have one team kill to the name. I'm guessing they're going to have... they can work psychologically against you as you...
Did we have the team... Did you just change the team names on me?
Yes, I did. Apologies, I lost connection, and so I thought I'd mess with people to see if you're paying attention, and you were paying attention. I'm very proud of
Around
you.
the corner, left side.
But as we saw, Quest Supernaturals have had one team kill, and that can get into your head psychologically. You're going to hold your fire as enemies push around. Is that another friendly? You don't want to... Oh my gosh.
Perfect play around the entryway. Momaster finds Wingman and Toast suddenly all on his lonesome to cover in from the north alley, and they know right where he is. I think Momaster could probably punch in code here.
One has to question why they aren't punching in the code. They've got absolute superiority here. Okay, Novius punching in the code. Toast suppressed in the back.
I'll actually shoot him.
It's a slow cap. Toast does not seem to realize what the situation is here.
Yeah, it's wild he hasn't just sprinted here yet. The suppressive fire doing wonders to keep him tucked in there. And somehow Novius is taking upwards of 30 seconds to get this code enter.
What is happening? They're going to run out of time with this.
They're going to run out of ammo.
Momaster's now having an attempt. As Toast finally finds the courage, and it's too late.
I mean... Work on the caps a little bit if you're Dead Logic after that one, because that was literally 5 people on objective for over 30 seconds.
Wow, that was just... I don't know what I was seeing there. I mean, Dead Logic. I've seen Dead Logic do 3-second caps.
Yeah, what I was thinking.
I don't... Wow, I don't know what happened there, but they still managed to get the cap down. And we saw the difference in the caliber of the team. Did you see the coordination when the attack finally came in?
On all fronts.
On all fronts, just a blitzkrieg on all lines, and that left Toast in the north by himself. Who just didn't wake up to the situation. You know, like he's being suppressed from the objective.
The real, you know, for those that maybe don't necessarily are seeing Toast's perspective and going, well, he's getting constantly fired at. You can't really move. The real indicator there is that someone's shooting a pistol for suppressive fire.
Yeah.
If someone's shooting a pistol for suppressive fire, it's not to kill you. It's to put a bullet in your vicinity and put that suppression effect in your head and make you think, okay, I can't move. You have to be able to react off of that gun audio and know, look, these guys are clearly just suppressing. They're putting out pistol rounds. I gotta move, and then you just sacrifice your body. You get in front of the bullets, you try and die or get 5 kills and come out with either 1 point lost or a win. You know, the worst case is to sit there.
Oh yeah, and that is the absolute worst case. And one of the things that I've started trying to coach boss fight to do is we've been in this mindset that like when it's time to cap, suppress all the angles, make sure the enemy like can't move. And I'm actually trying to coach them out of that now, because when you're playing against the similar caliber team to that, when everyone starts opening fire, it's almost like someone shouting, "We're capping, we're capping now." You know, so that's what I'm trying to change that mindset a little bit. Like depending on who we play and you know where we're at on the map control, don't just all open fire, because you're basically telling them to charge out and try and stop us now. Or alternatively, use that. Everyone start opening up fire when we're nowhere near the cap and make them panic.
Yeah, force rotations, all sorts of options around there, and yeah, it's see Dead Logic coming in so strong right now. You know, again, we had these teams that we had to watch on our list. Dead Logic was definitely one of them. ALG was definitely one of them. And we've seen both of them play so far today. Both of them are looking very good. They are on point in these first, at least in map 1 and here on map 2 for Dead Logic. these teams coming in ready to play in a Challenger Cup.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, Quest Supernaturals aren't counted out yet, but we are seeing a difference in experience. With Toast suppressed out in the corner and not, for so long and not realizing it, we're definitely seeing that. Just that, not anything wrong per se, but it's that difference in experience that you need to immediately know from looking at your tablet. Oh crap! I need to collapse right this second. And like you said, I need to find a bullet.
Correct. Yeah, and we're here to try and educate at the same time. I'm sure these guys are going to come back and watch. Go, yeah, okay. Well, maybe next time if I hear that pistol suppression, I'll push. And if you're new, you can learn too by watching these pros essentially go at it. Interesting push coming in from Quest Supernaturals.
Yeah, again, and this is why I love seeing teams, New Word teams, because they have a different approach. They haven't come up through the ranks and leveled up the same as all these different experienced teams. So their idea of tactics is completely different. And I'm not saying anything worse. That's why I look forward to it, is because we get truly original plays. Like on this objective, I would almost always expect a team to push heavy northwest, as we saw in the previous round. We saw them not doing that, in fact, but I especially would have expect to see Quest Supernaturals do it. And you can see Dead Logic are expecting it. They've got 3 guys dedicated to defending that north area.
It's a troubling objective. You have to invest enough to prevent a full push in the north, but you also have to cover your south, because you can see Toast Wingman trying to make their entry in from the middle of the of the subway.
Oh yeah, and then there's Pickled Police, Mark Dread, and Silverfire going underneath, and they're going to be coming up again into the center of the subway area. Really important pickup by Toast there, finding Moa Master, one of the few defenders in the south. Now, so Cookie Noob's going to have to rotate around, but he's going to be in an open area. That north defensive area, again, you're in a corridor, so there's very little defensive opportunity in the north, defending south. It's all down to Furious Daddy, if you ask me, and possibly Novius running on a flank. We can see that he's thinking about a flank at the very least.
Yep, they sure are. Got that 3-man push still in the underground. They've managed to really clear out the upstairs. Toast holding an interesting angle, considering his team is down there.
Novius making a lot of noise upstairs now.
I think that's I think that confused Toast. I think the audio he was hearing above him, he thinks was below. And he might suspect his team to be the enemy here.
Could we see another team kill come out? I really hope not. Now, he's really angling around like that.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't realize there's a 3-man team down here.
He's attacking.
Really oh, God.
He is in attack mode right now. If he gets to the quick peek, it could be multiple deaths.
Oh, wow, this is intense. Oh, no! It's the other way around!
Silverfire saves his team. Gets the kill on his own, on Toast, but I think that could have gone worse, really.
Oh, no. And meanwhile, all by him's lonesome on the attack near the objective was the Wingman. Like, the Quest Supernatural's completely out of sync here, to the point where they've got a team kill and they had a guy attacking the objective by himself, pretty much.
Yeah, just a little bit thrown off there. They had the right entryway in through the south. They had all the advantages they could ask for. They could come in from that, the stairway up in the, from both the stairways to be shooting down onto that defense in the south, and just a little bit out of sync, as you pointed out, and now it's down to the 3 making their entry. 3v4 though, so certainly within the frame of possibility, and they've got the shield here coming in. It's only a matter of time though, if keeps this shield forward like this, that Cookie Noob may find a piece on the side. He has so many, the shield isn't 360 degrees, and that's its weakness, right?
Right, absolutely, and he's going to have to push past Novius. Novius will have the opportunity, as long as he doesn't fire too soon, to pick up Mark Dread as he pushes past, and then Furious Daddy will also then have an opportunity as Mark Dread pushes forward.
And I think Cookie is seeing this from underneath the bench.
Putting some fire on Pick Up Police. So Cookie Noob likes to rock long-range weapons, like sniper rifle type, on any map. I wouldn't be surprised if he's
got himself a silenced AK there. Or no, actually AS Val, excuse me.
Oh, Silverfire with 30 seconds left. Silverfire's positioning not great. He's the last guy left on Quest Supernaturals, and he's just shut down completely. He's nowhere near the objective, not supporting his teammates. panicking as he throws out a flash, thinking some enemy might be near him. I don't really...
He's been a bit of a disconnect for this whole series, really, because these nades would be going at his team.
10 seconds left, and he's not moving.
Pressure. It's the pressure of the moment, you know? It's hard to untunnel. It's hard to focus on all of the elements that you have to when you play at a level against a team like Dead Logic. You're going up against a squad that we've said can compete against the top 7 pretty easily, you know? And so you can't really afford any mistake. You have to play the best you can play. And, you know, case in point, Dead Logic 4-0, their second game of the day, and they are looking real...
They're looking hungry.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna want to watch this
hungry.
team in these next couple of rounds, right? Because I mean, it's gonna be really. They might go up against ALG in round 3. You know, they're gonna go up against a bit of a tougher opponent in that third round, and so you know, for what has been very solid maps 1 and 2 for Dead Logic, it's gonna eventually start to become a challenge, and that's gonna be the test, right? Because you've been playing for 2 hours already. You're gonna get you're getting deeper into that cup. Start to get a little fatigued, and it's really a test of your focus and your mental ability to stay locked in.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, they're going to be riding those 2 victories, you know, and what they need to make sure is they don't get complacent.
Yeah, completely agree. Let's take a quick look at the overall standings. I believe I can't really see it, but at the top. Who do we have there? Aimless Gaming, Aimless Gaming, Dead Logic, Quest, Supernatural, OJC, Riot, your top 5. And I think we're going to see something like an ALG Dead Logic matchup for round 3. That's going to be a really exciting one. Most likely, probably will be on on the main Onward VRML channel. So if you don't have your multi-streams up already, get them fired up and be watching across the board. We may tune in to another game if we can jump into it, but while we sort that, we're going to cut to a brief intermission. So don't go anywhere. We might have some more matchups here. Obviously, more matchups on Master Leagues 1 and 3 as well. Onward, baby. Challenger Cup.
Booyah.